You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real.
Okay, Coach, well, this place can get downright loud when the roof is closed, and that's the situation here today at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Six man. Check cross. Check cross. Kill. Go. He's checking. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Hey, check 24. Hatchet.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Jim.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
25, check 25. Big Ed. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On second down, here's Henry. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
26 Mike. Hey, keep it up. 26 Mike. It's our time. Okay. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
And that'll set him back 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
26 months, 26 months.
I'm trying to collect. Shift.
Check. Hey, switch gears. Watch safety green. Watch it.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. Cooper was the target there. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check. I'm on.
Play fake. Murray. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Uchenna Nwosu. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
26 Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Running from the gun with Henry. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch number 5, watch screen. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. Check. Lucky. Watch out.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Amari Cooper, his 1st touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Johnson. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray, complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Right there. Go. Check. Mark 55. Mark 55. Oh, you get on the head.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to.
Play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a party now. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 66, bullet, half.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans push further out in front. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Touchdown, Texans.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point try now for Succop. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Go!
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He completes it to Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Let's go now. Here we go, G. It's just me and you.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Chance. Get it on. West. Tighten up. Ready, go.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That's what I do. 6 guys. 57. Mike, 57. Watch the run. They're running it. 57's Mike. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get that ball. 57's the Mike. 57. Hey, watch. Yep, go. Watch the ball. Slam. Check 3. Hey. Check 3. Check safety. Bravo.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, D.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
57's Mike. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Go. You think you gonna get this? Check.
Here's Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Completes it to Lee. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second down, Johnson. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Check the backer. Check 9, check 9. Switch. Check 31. Now, motion.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up. Check 43. 61. Match box. Right.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Henry. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw, Bridgewater. They set up the screen for Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 26 the outlaw. Push him back. Push him back. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 66. Pull it. How? Check.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Traquan Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans push further out in front. Suckup for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 31, Murray, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. This is Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Uchenna Nwosu and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Here we go. Kick to Pittsburgh. Come on. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Slam. Stop. Check 13. Check 13. Check 3. Check 3. Delta. 57. Mike, 57. What? Go. Watch the screen. Go. Screen. Back.
On 1st down, Henry. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Rush in. Watch. Drive on.
Again, it's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
He's going to go. He's checking crack. Deuce. Check 50.
Henry running right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Tyler Davison picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Murray fighting, lost the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 26, check 26.
Check 24, check 24. Echo.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. It's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
4 down. Safe. Kill.
On 3rd down, Henry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively.
He wasn't ready.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And, you know,
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Trey Flowers. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check 99. Go. Move. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. Team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Houston, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.